The deciding game between Gosu and Ackerman. Who will take this home?
Yeah, what I do like is that like the collective breath of fresh air for the, oh, look at the pressure already on Kush here. Definitely not trying to let this Fanny get off easy is the side of Gosu. He's going to go ahead and try to pull that into the bush, make sure that they don't have vision on it, does Milo.
Wanted to force Retri out there, but the Grok just provides so much damage. Lolita can't stick around for long because if Fanny does get that and you're chunked out to half, Fanny can then chase the Lolita down. So I think it's really smart for Milo to move out of that position once the blue buff is taken away. You couldn't force Retri, but you do have vision. The Grok just provides that tool to keep the Lolita out. Great play from both supports, keeping the Fanny safe.
Yeah, and right now, just kind of vying for position here. Still too early for anybody to be really making too many plays. We do just start, Anna has started on the purple buff, and like I said, still kind of vying for position. Still nothing with this little one. Or Kush is going to kind of come up here, meet Anna. We're going to see it's a little bit of a retry game here. 3 members, so we are outnumbered here. Kush, not able to pick it up. It does go over to the side of Anna. They're able to cut out the retry game won by Anna, at least when it comes to the little wanderer.
And a retro Grok's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, Tonic does actually take a ton right there. As Milo and Poppy going to go ahead and get themselves to safety.
Whew, I may have jumped the trigger on that one, Private. I was like, woo, he done got chunked out. I thought it was going down. Retri God's Ana steals again, and finding his place in this game again and again, early game, late game. Ana has showed that he has the mental fortitude behind, ahead to make the plays. I would love to see the XP lane and how that breaks on the glue, but it looks like we're focusing in on this gold lane. And Melissa's able to poke out a little bit of the Moskov, because Moskov's pretty short range, and she can push the puppet up and give a lot of space to work with. But Moskov's frozen the lane, making sure that Melissa has to step up in his lane, and Ling is looking for munch.
Yeah, he is looking for a little bit of a meal there. In comes Promise trying to put on some damage here. One thing that I have noticed about this composition is it's kind of shades of what BTK faced up in our first series. You have the Farja, you have the Lolita combo there. So that means that when Farja comes down with that feathered airstrike, you're going to have Milo there to be able to try to provide support with that Numenon blast, to able to slow people from trying to come in and also stun them if they can get close enough. Right now, we are starting onto the turtle here right now. A decent amount of damage comes in. Black Dragon is out. Not many targets on the board for them right now, as you have the 2 tankiest individuals from Ackerman sitting here waiting for a good position. Kush not in a great position here to be able to do much. Turtle gets picked up by Anna. Great for Gosu right now as Uzi deep into enemy lines. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to find his way out of here, Promise, with that split. You do find some damage, and down goes Uzi. So we do have a kill. 2 kills on the board for Ackerman, but they lose a turtle. Anna looking for lunch, comes in deep into the back line. Tempest of Blades onto Nicolette, but does not find a kill. Great job by Ackerman backing up.
Nice play from Ana, though, putting a lot of pressure on there. And even though if Farsa had the feathered airstrike right there, multiple people would have died. But Promise, being so annoying on glue, abducting the YZ, pushing him back into the Eve where he has no chance for death. Now YZ is 0 and 2. So a lot of times when we've seen YZs and today in qualifiers, they've been ahead. A YZ from behind is a much different dragon.
Yeah, you can see here right now, Promise doing a great job of kind of like issuing out a lot of the damage here. Guapsi is putting on some damage there. Tonic in a little bit of trouble there. Zia gets taken out from the back line there. That's 4 members of Gosu who are in trouble.
Zia taken down, and that's big for the side of Moskov, giving a lot of space in the lane, and Mello takes the kill. That's not exactly where you want it, but it is a kill nonetheless. That kill would be much more optimized than someone else. On the side of Ackerman, it's kind of the same deal. They don't have any kills on Nicolette, Kush, or Zia. It's all kind of starts Promise and Tunic. They need to find a way to get those kills, that gold, that 200 gold injection, onto the right heroes for the best optimization of the gold.
Yeah, Milo in some trouble here. Fanny Kush trying to do his best to put on the damage. Milo gets taken out quickly. It is 3-1 in favor of Ackerman. Gosu in a little bit of trouble here, but as we start moving into the mid game, I think this pressure exerted by Kush is going to start to diminish. Uzi coming out of this bush here. I think he does know that Kush is in there. Are we going to be able to put on some damage? He's not really afraid of it. Kush misses his cable there, just throwing it out there, I guess. A little bit of a peekaboo for the Yuzong there. Tonic is going to go ahead and disengage from this fight. Turtle is up though.
The whole map is moving towards this turtle. It's both teams want this glue, and the YZ has moved away from the XP lane. We don't need the XP, we don't need the gold. Let's team fight.
Yeah, we do have 3 members here trying to vie for position here. Fanny on the other side of the map. Black Dragon is out looking for the kill onto Nicolette. In comes Kush. Is he going to be able to find trying to kill. Nicolette picks up the turtle here, and down comes the real world manipulation. And we do have a Tempest of Blades coming down, does get out of that split. Oh man, Uzi in a little bit of trouble. Down comes the feathered airstrike, trying to put on the damage, and beautiful ability there by Nicolette to put the damage on to Poppy before he can kind of really get settled in with that feathered airstrike. 3-1 in favor of Ackerman right now.
Eve, being the highest DPS mage in the game, has so much damage over top of that turtle, that lord, whatever it is gonna be Eve's skills, and she collects. Nicolette covers up the retreat and gets the objective. I was about to say and praise Kush for his position and his plays, but ran out of energy in that last fight and couldn't quite finish it up.
Yeah, and that's kind of the value you get out of a Fanny. Oh, beautiful concealed play, but Flicker into a wings by Poppy is going to make sure that he finds himself some clearance from the rest of his team. 4-2 right now, so we are starting to add up the kills on the side of Gosu.
Yeah, it looks like off screen that Uzi and Promise, somebody dove somebody and somebody died in a turret, it looks like. And it's maybe a solo kill, I'm not sure what happened off screen, but both XP laners take a death. And I think that really favors Promise because he's already ahead, and that means YZ can't farm the gold back. Just depends on the position of the wave.
Oh, and this is something that we were just talking about. You saw that Kush tried to dive in onto Guapsi, but with being, especially with that marksman, they're able to push him away. So now Guapsi in a good position here as the feathered airstrike comes down to try to zone them out. Zia might be in a bad way here. You do see the hungry eyes of Anna, but a black dragon comes out. Uzi in a little bit of trouble deep into enemy territory. This isn't what you want. Tempest the blade down onto the ground, finishes off Zia. A little bit slow there. Is he going to be able to get a kill? Down goes Anna, and Milo trying to fend off this assault. Beautiful cleanup there by Nicolette. Kush on the back line here, puts on that beautiful ultimate and is going to be able to pick up the kill onto Milo.
Nicolette on her strength, that artillery mage Eve, she's doing so much DPS, 3-0, and they may get Guapsi.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about, the value you get from Nicolette on these type of artillery mages. Eve just dropping down, has great positioning, great damage, and able to find the kills, even clean up for her team here. 7-4 right now, in advantage for Ackerman.
Ackerman has such an annoying lineup. You've got the glue being a booger hopping around. You've got Nicolette raining down hell from above. Fanny zooming in and out. You've got Puppet. You've got Go Away. Such an annoying comp coming out of Ackerman. And right now they've got a 3K gold lead.
Yeah, and they're going to go ahead and pick up this turtle without any type of interference from the side of Gosu. Right now, we're only at about the 8-minute mark, about 3K gold lead for the side of Ackerman. And, I mean, what are we looking for to kind of fall back here on the side of Gosu?
Gosu, I think, just wants a little bit more time so this Moskov can really hop in and start carrying the game. I think they got to play around Moskov a little bit more. Unfortunately, YZ's gone down a little bit. Has a couple of kills now, but went down a little bit, didn't get fed early, so can't do big Black Dragon things. He's kind of like little Black Dragon right now. He's got to, like, edge down what he wants to do.
Yeah, tiny Black Dragon right now. Just a baby Black Dragon, still learning his way. Has aspirations of being a grown Black Dragon here as we transition into the 8.5 minute mark here. Zia going to do a great job here of trying to put the pressure on. A beautiful zone out there from Nicolette as they go ahead, pick up this gold lane tower without much contention from the side of Gosu.
Much closer game, this game 3. Both teams playing with a little bit more respect, a little bit more passivity, and much more calculated. Only a 3K gold lead at this point. Last game was probably like a 6 or 7 gold lead for Ackerman. So they still are in the lead, but Gosu's much closer. And I think they have the same win condition in the Moskov versus the Melissa. Yes, Melissa with the pup can push through, but you do not want to catch a Moskov late game Inspire.
My only problem here is as we move and transition more and more into the late game, Kush is going to fall off without much value. You're going to need to start clearing, I guess, lane clearing with him. But on the side of Gosu, you still have Anna, you still have a Tempest of Blades, you still have a lot of mobility on the map. I fret as this gets later and later into the game. I feel like this kind of goes into the favor of Gosu.
Ling caught split pushing, may lose blue buff here. See if the Retchie comes down, possibly.
Yeah, Black Dragon is out. Uzi not able to come in time to save that purple buff, and you're going to have to kind of chalk that up to a situation, unfortunately. Steal that kill. Not an opportunity just yet. Promise coming in with that split, looking for a target. Does not find Uzi. Oh, kind of lands on him a bit there, but not too much, not too worse for wear are either team.
Yeah, it seems like Ackerman is starting to invade the jungle a bit and push Ling out on a lot of places. There were 2 camps that went over to Ackerman. It's not a huge thing, but we talked about it earlier. Now, this Lord pressure has gone completely. Ling's not even going to contest.
Yeah, and that's the value you're getting out of this early game. That's why I said, like, this is what happened through the first game. They had the pressure. They kept that pressure on and made sure that they didn't get to the late game. This is going to be the true test for Ackerman. Either you close it up into the late, you close it up before the late game, or as you get into the late game, you definitely need to make sure that you're not making any mistakes.
I feel like it may be the same story, Private. You're right. Like, yes, it's a 5K Gold League, but Gosu looks really comfortable here, rotating very well, not getting picked off. This is a really low kill game in comparison to the other ones. It looks like Gosu might have found out the Ackerman playstyle, the dive, the rotation, something here. They're playing much more smooth and avoiding a lot of these more pitfalls.
Yeah, and I unfortunately, especially with the composition of Ackerman, there's not much you're going to be able to do into the game. 7-4 isn't so bad for the 11-minute mark here right now, but the towers are definitely in the favor of Ackerman. It's their game to lose right now until we start getting into maybe like that 15-minute mark. Lord here is at the bottom. We're going to try to create some pressure at the top. Unfortunately, it's just Nicolette up there, so she's not going to be able to do much. Lord has started crashing. Black Dragon is out, followed by a feathered airstrike. Zia is in the back line trying to put on some damage. Not enough just yet. Lord gets taken down. Promise is deep into the lane, gets pushed off by Moskov with that split, and that means that Kush is in enemy territory by himself and cleaned up as such. Promise trying to come in here onto Anna. Does not find that split on him. Does find a little bit of a root, but not enough for the stun.
A great defense out of Gosu there, and against a lot of tools that make diving very easy. You've got the Grok wall that can elongate push people out. You've got the real world manipulation, which can zone people off turret. Then you've got the Fanny to dive. The puppet placement was really good for the go away ultimate. Everything really worked there, and Gosu still holds on to their turret. Now, that wasn't a Luminous Lord. Lords will get stronger, but look at the itemization coming in. It's so much more even in this game. As you see the items stacked on both sides quite evenly. We don't have anybody with a huge advantage in one position anymore. They are 5K gold down. So, yes, Ackerman is in the driver's seat, but Gosu seems to be holding on kind of comfortably.
I'm going to go ahead and say it right now is that the pressure is starting to slow down from the side of Ackerman. We're moving into about the 12-minute mark. We're still not able to kind of push onto these towers yet. We still have a decent amount from mid left. No towers yet for the side of Gosu. So it's still on them to kind of make a stand here yet. Oh, beautiful stun onto Anna. Catches them. Tonic with a beautiful beautiful ult there to catch Ling as he was floating over onto the walls there. So this is going to open it up for them. You go ahead and see that feather airstrike come down, followed by the real world manipulation from Nicolette to go ahead and zone out the rest of the team. Milo in trouble, finds Cutthroat from Kush on that Fanny. Uzi going to try to get away, get stunned for his efforts. Black Dragon is out. He is just going to use it to escape. Look at the damage from Zia onto that tower. It is all Ackerman. It is their game to lose. They are not letting it up, not making the mistakes that they made from that second game. Uzi doing his best to fend off this assault, but this is going to possibly leave open this Lord for the side of Ackerman.
I think that Gosu will look for a steal here, but not contest straight up. Maybe not even contest at all, because Ling doesn't want to go down. What a play coming out from Tunic. Delivers again. Multiple games in a row. This support has made pick after pick and enabling the side of Ackerman. Not only picks into the side lane, then catches the Farsa in the mid, barreling his team, providing these situations, these opportunities for Ackerman to win this game.
Yeah, that's just something you don't expect as a Ling, as you're like floating over everybody's head with that Finch pose, a wild charge to catch you mid wall float there. That's just amazing. And like you said, it's been basically the entire story of this team. Tunic has been that just base, that structure for the side of Ackerman, and especially once we get into this late game, we're gonna start seeing how well it kind of manufactures out. Luminous Lord at the bottom, which means that the top lane is going to be wide open.
Anna's going to cut, but it looks like Ackerman smell it, and they're down here waiting for Ling to try to cut these lanes. That was the only play he really had into this. Now Lord is marching down the lane that doesn't have an inhibitor. If Gosu takes a bad fight right here, it could be game.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start putting on the pressure. Feathered airstrike coming down, trying to take care of these minions quickly. At the top, we're starting to move into the late game. Ackerman starts to lose focus. They are not able to clean it up here. They are starting to get stopped here. Uzi is on that Black Dragon. He's trying to get out of the way there. Promise is latched on with that split here right now. Guapzi, and the damage does get taken out by Promise there. Uzi in some trouble. Gets taken out by Nicolette, but Anna able to clean up there. Zia gets taken down as well. Nicolette is by herself. I'm not sure if this is the fight that she wants. She's with Kush there, so she does have a little bit of support, but it is still 2v3, and you're going to be looking at Anna as well. What do you have as a protection if you are a Yi? They do decide to go ahead and disengage from this. Ooh.
It looks like they want to steal blue buff here, but this may be an opportunity for them to get caught. They're being a little greedy here, sticking around 2v3. But man, I just got to praise Ana with the fast hands right there. Recalls from a Fanny duel in the bottom lane, the bottom side of the map. Gets back in time, cleans up 3 members on the side of Ackerman with really quick ulti dashes. That was really clean coming out of Ana. And he showed again, I feels like he's a late game assassin player. He's so good at it late game.
Yeah, into the late game, especially right now. Nicolette doing a great job. 5-0-5 has not been caught yet, and we were talking about maybe her being a problem here because of the having to stand still on. Oh, look at the damage coming on, and a beautiful wild charge and cleaned up by Tunic and Nicolette there. And this is the problem. You keep getting caught by Anna, getting a little greedy for that. This is going to open up the Lord. They have no retry to defend this, so Ackerman's gonna be able to pick this up quickly.
I feel like I just cursed Ana when I was praising him, and he got a caster curse right there because Tunic picks him again, catches him on a wall, wild charges him, and then Nicolette just dumps a little bit more damage on him. What a play coming out of this Grok yet again. Finds a Ling, one of the most mobile assassins in the game, finds him again with wild charge.
I'll bet you didn't know a Grok was a counter to a Ling, apparently, as Ackerman is proving out here right now. Luminous Lord barreling through the middle as we have the end lanes starting to sync up. Down at the bottom, you do have Kush with that Fanny. Up at the top, 4 members of Ackerman. Looking to take down this last inhibitor tower. They come in with a concealed play. Make mincemeat of that tower, and now you are going to have a fight. Black Dragon is out. Uzi does not want any of this damage right now. Comes in through the back line. Feathered Airstrike comes down, but the go away is out, and we do land a beautiful stun onto Nicolette, who might be in a little bit of trouble. Down comes the real world manipulation, still trying to hammer out is that Lord, putting on the damage. Wapsi in a deep trouble, gets taken out by Zia. This might be all she wrote for Gosu. Uzi gets taken down, Anna able to clean up Tunic, but that is all she wrote, unfortunately for Gosu. Ackerman come away with the win.